Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Latif Salami. I'm a dual sports athlete. I do track and field, and I do physical fitness. So today I'm going to be talking to you about just about a couple topics, um, about just stuff. So number one is physical fitness. Number two is your diet. Number three is discipline, and number four is your goals. So starting off with physical health. So physical health is like your sleeping routine, your diet, running, like exercising. That's like physical fitness or physical health. So your diet has to do with physical health. You know that you're eating junk food. You know that you're eating all that candy, all that trash that you're eating, ruining your health. But you do it anyway, and you have no conviction of doing it. What I want to say is I see a lot of people. They go into stores and they buy freaking junk food. They buy hot fries, Takis, all this nonsense, and they're wasting money on it. God gave you the resources. He gave you a market full with nutritions, and you're not even using it properly. How you gotta store food with fruits, meat? You gotta store food with bread, and you're not even inquiring it to use it. You're just sitting over here going to a gas station. Hey, let me get a bag of Dockies. Hey, let me get a bag of Arizona. Hey, let me get a bag of Skittles. And you're sitting there eating it, freaking enjoying it like it's a gluttony. Number number two, diet. I just spoke about diet. I spoke about physical health in your diet. So I must actually speak about diet now. So your diet is very important. It's very important about your health. A lot of people, uh, it's just a lot of sports athletes, a lot of professional leaders, a lot of even teachers. Their diet is horrible. Their diet is freaking trash. What I want to say is, for me, I started off like that. I started off eating Skittles. I started off eating freaking 2 bags of Takis almost every day. And I just thought to myself, what the frick am I doing? If I'm gonna eat this and keep on devouring this, one day I'm gonna get fat. So I just had to do a self reflection about myself. If I'm gonna keep on eating this and enthusiastically enjoying it, what does it benefit me? It's not benefit me in any way, shape, or form. It's just devouring my health. It's devouring my spiritual being. It's devouring my mental health. I'm gaining nothing by eating Takis. Number three, discipline. This is the most important out of the four. Now, I said in my last video, I've seen a lot of people rely on their motivation. Stop relying on your motivation. You need to rely on your discipline. Motivation comes and goes. What are you going to do when you have no motivation? And there's what, okay, so say for example, you're running a marathon, right? And you have your headphones in, you have your Drake bumping in your ear all loud, max volume, and you start the marathon, right? You get to 5 miles and your headphones dies. You take the headphones off, you have no headphones, no nothing, no music. What are you gonna do? Now you have to listen to the birds chirping in your ear while you run. That's what discipline is. You have discipline is doing something that you don't want to do, and you're doing it consistently every single day. You wake up at 4 in the morning, take a cold shower every day. That's how you grow. You hate doing it, but you're doing it like you love it. A lot of sports athletes, a lot of NFL players, a lot of track athletes, they hate the training. They hate it so much, but they do it anyway because their coach wants them to succeed. Number 4, your goals. A lot of people have their vision board, have a clipboard of their goals. You you worship your goals too high. You put your goals over. A lot of people worship their goals. They like to manifest on their goals too much rather than the process of the goals. You talk about your goals so much, but you hate the process of the goals. How do you talk about your goals, but you hate the process? You have to talk. You have to be in love with the process. Be obsessed. Be obsessed with the process. That's how you get to your goals. Without a process, you can't get to your goals. Without a plan, you can't get to your goals. Think about it. Without stairs, how are you gonna get upstairs? That's like saying that's like saying right, you're starting a business and someone gives you advice. That is they have a higher ranking, they're more experienced, more everything. They're giving you advice. They're telling you about your goals and what you want to do, but you don't listen to it. You have an ego, you just want to do what you want to do and don't listen to the advice. That's the process. They're setting you up for success. Listen to them. This inquires with your goals. You worship your goals so high that you have the ego over your goals. Your goals are you have an ego over your goals. Your ego has to be equivalent to your goals. Because once you do that, once your ego is equivalent to your goals, then you can just start building it up brick by brick. Now I'm gonna hand it over to my man, just man.
Is J Transforms on Instagram, on YouTube, everything like that. And I just want to get into I want to do fitness coaching, and I take clients, and I'm gonna call clients to inquire about fitness coaching to help their health, to help them become better, stronger, disciplined, more attractive, whatever they want to be. And I want to talk about a few things today. I just want to talk about where I started at first. Where I started was video games all day, 24 hours a day, if that's even possible. More like 15 hours a day. I would go to school, go through all my day, not talk to a single person, go straight home and start playing video games and start playing on my computer Roblox. I want to play Roblox. I want to play Fortnite. Playing all these games and just wasting my life and wasting my time and putting my effort in things that don't matter, that don't glorify Christ, that don't help anybody, that just puts myself lower and lower and lower every single time I do it. I was up here doing good in school. Boom, I played 15 hours of video games. I went all the way down here, all the way down here. Playing so much video games to the point where that's all I wanted to do in my whole life. I didn't think about my dreams. I didn't think about anything else. And I had dreams. Remember, I play those video games and I try to always get to the top in every game. So I had a drive that I wanted to be somewhere that I wasn't at. And I decided to put it into video games instead of real life. And in the point where I got to high school, I was smoking weed, talking to people I shouldn't be talking to who were drug dealers, who were doing all these idiotic things. that just put themselves low and low and low and low every single day, smoke blunts, carts, all those things. They would smoke these things, and I would start smoking carts, wasting my life, wasting my potential, being more lazy, not doing anything with myself, wasting my time, just destroying my own life, destroying my lungs, destroying my health, everything. Everything. And I just want to explain, how did I get to where I am today, where I'm disciplined. I'm waking up at 4 in the morning every single day. I'm getting my calories. I'm getting healthy food. Look, I just ate a beef and rice bowl. Just drank a protein shake. Getting my stuff together, bulking, truly, really going for my purpose, my drive, my everything. And it started from a kid who was smoking weed, who was wasting his life on video games, who didn't know how to talk to people, who couldn't socialize. That's where I started. So if you really think you can't do this, just look at where I started. Look at where you're at compared to where I started. And think about that for a second. That I was nothing. And now I care so much to help other people get to where I am now, where I care about myself, where I discipline myself every day, put in work every single day, do my actions, do my daily tasks I have to do. I have to do it because I can't quit. And I'll never quit. And I also want to talk about how Jesus Christ changed my life, how that affected me, how my father passing away changed my relationship with Christ, where I didn't have a good one, where I wouldn't even think about Christ, I wouldn't even care about him. I didn't even know God. I thought I knew God, praying to somebody up there. That's what I thought God was. And God, when my father passed away, I knew God was real because he started sending things into my feed and my algorithm on YouTube. He sent me the YouTuber Richard Lorenzo on my YouTube page. I clicked this video of this drug dealer giving up all his drugs at the altar. Everything. He was rich off drugs. He was good to go. Even hearing Richard Lorenzo's story, he was so rich. He had everything he wanted. But he didn't have Christ. He didn't have any guidance. Jesus Christ is the real guidance in our life. So if you really think you need a mentor, you need this and that, think about Jesus Christ and what he wants you to do. He wants you to discipline yourself. He wants you to work hard every single day. He said to leave an allowance, leave an inheritance for your children's children. That means your children and their children. You're leaving money for all of those people. And that's what he wants us to do. And people don't take that seriously. People don't think about the fact that, yeah, money is the root of all evil. But it's the love of money that's the root of all evil. If you love your family and that's your drive to get money, if you love your goals so much, you love Jesus so much, that's your drive to do the most that you can to put yourself out there, it's worth it. And now I'm going to talk about drugs. That I was abusing weed to get through my day, that I had anxiety, that really was nothing because it was only anxiety because I made it that in my beliefs, in my mind. Whatever I went through, I decided to rely on that to give me guidance instead of outside things like Jesus Christ, like videos online that tells you genuinely what to do step by step to change your life. There's so many resources out here. And when you waste your time scrolling and doing nonsense and watching TV all day and thinking about entertainment, oh, how can I have fun today? Oh, I'm not happy today. You just think about how you can boost it by playing video games and watching TV all day. It's not going to fulfill you. It's not going to change your life. In reality, you're just destroying your own brain. And I want to talk about lust. That at 11 years old, I was watching porn. I started watching that at 11 years old. On my phone, looking through videos. I see a video pop up on YouTube. a girl with something, and I was attracted to it, and I was just being a weird little kid watching these videos. Kept watching it until I hit 16 years old. 16, even into 17 some years. 6 or 7 years this thing took over my life. That I would watch that all day. That I thought this genuinely was gonna make me feel so good, take away all my problems watching this four or five times a day. Just destroying my life, making myself lazy, chasing instant gratification, instant pleasures. That's what I thought life was, and life is not that. And everything Latif talked about, your physical health, your diet, your discipline, your goals, it all matters. This is more important than playing video games, than smoking weed, than eating junk food all day. This is more important. Your life is important. And the way that society is nowadays, they push this stuff on you. Go eat McDonald's. Oh, I don't eat healthy. I eat this and that. Oh, I'm gonna eat Burger King today. I'm gonna eat Wingstop. Yeah, I actually don't want to get off my couch because I have a food coma. I eat so much food. I don't want to do anything. I just want to sit here and watch TV all day because it's so fun. Is that fulfilling you? Is that going to help your family? Is that going to help your future? Is that going to help your kids? Is that going to help your wife, your husband, whoever's in the future? Do you care about your family, or do you only care about pleasure? Do you care about yourself, or do you only care about how it feels good? So I want y'all to think about those things. Because one day we're all going to die, and at the end of the day, if you didn't live to your full potential that Jesus Christ knew, that God gave you this potential, and you never matched it, you never, like the parable of the talents, when he gave them talents, they had to come back with more talents. The one who didn't come back with any talents, he was casted out in the lake of fire. God gave you these things, and you're just going to sit here, be complacent, and not do anything with yourself. What are you doing with your life? Think about it. Sit down and think about, what are you doing with your life? And I want to leave y'all with that message, man. I hope y'all enjoyed. Let's see if is there anything else you want to say.
Nah, man. Just think about what we said to you and focus on your mental health and your self improvement. And yeah,
I hope y'all enjoyed, man. I hope y'all really take action on what we talked about today. And it wasn't just knowledge that went in one ear and came out the other ear. Do and think about what we said, and truly take action in your life, and write down on your paper what's stopping you from taking action. Take a notebook. Pause the video right now. Take a notebook. Write it down. And genuinely find out what is stopping you. What do you want to do with your life? What are you going to do to get there? You can't drive a car with no destination. If you drive a car, how you expect it to get somewhere if you don't know where you're going? That's what I want to leave y'all with, man. Peace out.